Welcome to the Blooming Together podcast. We're here to motivate and encourage each other to bloom where we're planted and grow through life, not just go through life. Hi, I'm Susie Bloom, your host. Despite life's many challenges, my hopeful heart still believes we can live with gratitude and intention, learning and overcoming and blooming together. Join me on Mondays for short solo shows to kickstart the week with a little motivation, and Fridays for interviews with special guests sharing their insights about how they persevere and bloom where they're planted. So, let's get growing.
I feel like a zoo animal with the light.
Okay. It's going.
Like now?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm getting editing job. We'll save that for later.
Oh my gosh.
No! Gosh darn
I need to
tooth.
make noise with the chair over here.
So we're
Unless
actually
you don't-
recording?
Do you want to leave?
We're
No.
No.
Okay, just checking.
No, but we're recording.
staying
Good to
here.
go.
So this is all stuff you're going to take out for Clip Champ.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Oh my goodness. Okay. It's easier to do this without the video. This is new. Okay. I think we got this all set up thanks to Ryan, who is over here. And who was episode number 14, Ryan Miller.
Which
Ryan
I guessed
runs-
on the dot. So
yeah,
like
that's true. Ryan
only
runs
$20.
podcast, and God send this whole podcast probably would not be happening if it wasn't for him. So anyway, thank you again. Now that we're trying to take it to video, this is the first video. So, hello, friends and flower
bloomers.
Oh, this is gonna be
Hello,
scary.
friends
This
and
is-
fellow bloomers. I'll do it for you.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Blooming Together podcast. As you can see, blooming together right there behind us. I'm Susie, your host, and this is my son Colin, who said he wanted to be my friend. When I said that I was going to try to do video podcasting, he said, I want to be your first guest.
Me.
Video. And I was like, really? Okay. And I think I'm more nervous than you are right now, which is, he games and he's almost 16. So of course he's more comfortable with this. I don't know. I used that. Wow. I need to compose myself. This is crazy. Ryan. Ah!
I can't help with that.
He's not here.
He's not here. Sorry.
He's invisible.
Oh my goodness. Hello, friends. So bear with me as I make this transition to doing more podcast videos instead of just audio. We'll do a little bit of both. But I love this kid. He is my youngest, and I'm super grateful for him. He actually does a lot of the editing. Once this is all done and I go through the first edit, he adds in the intro and the outro and, just does all the fun stuff and puts the thumbnail, and it's just fun. It's been fun actually working with him, and I'm super grateful for his skills, because when it comes to technology, as he can attest, I'm lacking. Ryan can attest to that too. I'm learning. I have the growth mindset. I can use the word yet. I can learn.
You can bloom.
Thank you. I can bloom. So anyway, we are here. He did not want to write a bio. He's like, you write it, Mom. So this is Colin.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, he was born and being raised right here in Central Coast of California, in the Central Coast. I didn't know whether to put our city or not. Anyway.
It's very beautiful here.
It is. It's
a
very
good place
hot
to be
today.
raised.
I mean, here we are. It's September. Wow. It's September 5th, and it's hot. It was,
like
90
90
degrees today, and that's hot to us Central Coasters. That's like
Yeah, it's
pushing it for us. We
smoldering.
don't really know.
That's-
Yeah, we don't know how to go
The
up
sun
above
rays
85.
beating down.
So, yeah, it's crazy town here, but it's good. It's fine. And
Tomorrow's supposed to be hotter. So.
let's
we're
not
getting
go there.
this
Let's
done
just
now.
deal with today. Let's just deal with today. No. Colin is really actually a fantastic kid, I will say. I mean, he's nearly 16, and honestly, he's a terrific kid. I really, really love him. He's a great guy. So we have our moments. We, argue. We're a little similar. And so I think that's why we're very emotional, and we have, I don't know, we just have, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's why we kind of get each other too. So at least I think so. He's the youngest of my three. He absolutely loves his older siblings, his older brother who's serving in Mexico, and his sister and brother-in-law who live in Utah. And
I love my siblings.
Yeah.
Closer than most.
I kind of hit the jackpot with my kids. I love them. They're fantastic.
Yeah,
And
two of three.
They see, he does that. Oh wow, I love that you did that. He has a really wicked laugh. So, let's see. He would say he hasn't accomplished much, which I don't like when he says that. He excels as a student when he wants to. No, okay, I'm going to brag a little bit. All through junior high, which is, I mean, come on, I didn't do well in junior high. He got straight A's through the whole thing.
And then I fell off for my first high school year.
No, it wasn't that bad. Seriously, you were one of like 7 or 8 to get the purple sash. 6. And that's one of his favorite pictures, actually, and you know how teenage boys hate pictures of themselves.
I looked very confident.
But he had that sash, and we snapped the moment.
Only genuine smile she'll ever get out of me.
Maybe we'll put that as the thumbnail for the show. That would be good. We were going to do one of the both of us, but we can put that on there. That'll be the thumbnail. That awesome picture. He worked hard. It was hard. I mean, there were times when he did definitely not want to bloom where he was planted. He's like, I am not blooming in junior high.
I wanted to wilt where I was
like,
planted.
I'm dying. I'm wilting. Junior high is terrible. This is horrible. And but he kept blooming. He did. He kept blooming. Look and see how I did that.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, I saw. Anyway, so he did. He was a huge inspiration to me, honestly. And we did have our arguments. I mean, I was like, I know you're capable. I mean, you parents out there know it's hard when you know that your kids are capable of so much. And, we were there too as teenagers, and we know how hard it is and how it's just hard. And I was so proud of him. He stayed up late some nights, and he decided. So when it happened, though, I told him, this is all you. You did this. I didn't. He worked for that. He chose. He turned it around and was like, I am doing this. I'm not giving up.
It was a night in 8th grade where I didn't get a single bit of sleep because I hadn't started a 21-page project. Don't procrastinate.
This is his message.
It's not worth it.
This is
Trust
his motto
me.
to live. So, yeah, he loves, let's see, you love chess.
Yes.
You love...
I do. I love playing chess. I'm not very good at it, but I do love it.
He is good at it. You are. You just haven't played for... Well, and I unfortunately can't play with him because I'm the type that looks at the board. Yeah,
but I beat him every time. So.
But I look at the board and go, oh, like look at the horsey and it's bad. I would love to be a person that plays chess,
but you can't.
Not yet. No, but it's just I've always looked at the board and thought, oh,
I'll teach you someday.
Intelligent human beings can play this game. This is something they do.
You're intelligent.
Thank you, but not when it comes to chess.
Yes, when it comes
not
to
yet.
well,
see,
you will be eventually.
And he loves Geometry Dash and other stuff, but I could let you say that. So, what else should I say about you? I don't know what else to say. He's learning piano from his grandma. Mm-hmm. He is very good at it.
No,
but he doesn't think so and doesn't like
I've been
practicing.
doing it for a decade,
but when
and my grandma's other student already caught up in 2 years.
Well,
so
practice. Practice helps.
I'm not good at that.
Willing practice helps. Intentional
that never happens.
Sometimes it does. And when I hear him play, he's good. Seriously. Okay, so, and he loves math. He wants to be a math professor. And that does not come from me, like at all. At all. That comes from my dad. Everybody in the family. The siblings and the dad.
Besides her.
I'm like counting on my fingers. And
she
they're
did not
like,
get the math gene.
Mom, I did not. But he gets music from me. He loves music of all kinds. He likes to plug in and like dance and go for walks and things, and that I definitely love. And I love to sing. And though he doesn't admit it, he did recently. You did admit recently that you were singing, because he's singing next Sunday for church, and with a group of kids, with a group of the young women and young men.
That we're singing is finally, it's high enough for me to be able to use my low voice the whole time.
So
I have to awkwardly switch when it's too high and too low, and when it fluctuates too much.
And it was very nice to hear him say, well, I actually don't sound terrible, which means a lot coming from a 16.
Terrible.
And so the music part definitely comes from me, I think. And this is why I won't let him quit piano, because you've got rhythm. You've got rhythm. Da, da. Sorry. Anyway, but he does. He's good at. And music is math, and that's where I've always struggled with music. I've always done it by ear or by instinct, which is fine too. But you've got both.
Yeah.
You've got the math part, which makes it so much easier to actually understand the music.
Although
but
I'm
you've
bad
also
at
got
reading
good.
it.
Well,
So.
but that's because you have good instincts, and so it's kind of the lazy factor. I always kind of relied on my ear and other things, and
I do
so
that too.
that's why I didn't learn to play the piano very well. But I wish I would have, like chess. I wish. But anyway, so this isn't about me. I'm going to turn the tables now, and I'm, like every guest, going to ask you some questions, and I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. I mean, he's been watching me, and actually, I guess maybe that could be your quote later too. Ryan, you want to hand me that quote? It's stuck down. Yeah, that one. You gave this to me and put it on my board. He's like, Mom, look.
Oh.
So we'll
I
start.
forgot about this.
And we'll start. And he's always showing me cute things, actually. And, just about blooming. And one time, I wrote it in my journal. You asked me about, are you going to publish a book, or you should do that, Mom? Like your photos and your quotes. And he's always been very encouraging, which means a lot to me. I mean, when your teenage son is saying, wow, Mom, this is great. You should publish, or you should do this, or he's always encouraged me with the podcast. And that's pretty cool. Okay, it's more than pretty cool. It's really cool, and I love it. But I appreciate that. So, so all right. Well, we could make them wait for that. That's typically like the last. Okay, and then I hear Ryan over here going, he's not saying it, but I hear the voice in my head where he's like, you don't need to go in order of the questions.
His eyes are telling the whole story, I'll tell you right now.
Okay, sorry. We can share that now or later. I know. Get in here. I said that I was going to be, no. Come here.
Please.
Yes.
Just a little pop in.
Come here,
just
pop
your
in.
face.
Just pop in.
What am I gonna do?
You're going to pop in and say.
I don't even know if I'm on camera.
I don't
can't see it now.
Then get closer. Be in the ring. There. No, just kidding. This is Ryan.
Say an awkward hi.
Thank you. He's like, why did you do
He's
that?
awesome.
Okay.
I swear.
Yeah. He was episode number 14.
14.
And, yeah. Anyway, he's an amazing guy, and so grateful.
I agree.
All right. So, this is... anyway, okay.
You got this. I believe in you.
Okay. So, Colin, what does the phrase, or what does bloom where you're planted, what does that even mean to you?
Adapt to your surroundings.
Okay.
That's how I would put it, simply. Blooming is growing for me. I know some people can interpret it different ways, but it's just growing for me. Blooming is using what you have to your advantage and growing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Things like your environment, your relationships, basically just all the resources in your toolbox, using those to your greatest ability and forwarding yourself with them. And being able to recognize your resources and pick up on what you need and what you don't need, what you need to let go, what you need to keep. It's a really important tool, and I feel like that's one of the biggest aspects of blooming is finding the resources you need to bloom and applying them where they're needed. Yeah.
Wow. See?
I'm not that cool.
Thank you. No, I absolutely love everything you just shared, and I 100% agree. So, I guess I'm done being a mom. You don't need me anymore.
No.
He's done. He's grown. No,
I don't want to do taxes yet.
I'm glad that that's not the only thing that adults have to deal with. No, but anyways, so okay. Well, is this in the shot? Probably is, isn't it? No. Okay.
No, you're fine.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So that said, now you're blooming going, you're growing.
Mm-hmm.
So another favorite phrase, actually, a quote that I kind of established Susie Bloom on way back when, was the Wally Amos quote. It's vital to be growing through your life rather than going through your life. So what do you think the difference is there? What does it mean to grow through your life rather than just go through your life?
Going is kind of like letting life take you and you not really taking control of what you can. And growing is, again, using your surroundings and yourself to better everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you have control over, which is basically just yourself.
Yeah.
Only thing you can really control with full surety is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to learn how to grow based on your surroundings instead of relying on your surroundings to help you grow.
Love it. Yeah. That's my interpretation too, that we just, it's how I apply myself.
Mm-hmm.
What is my effort?
How do you react to what goes on around you?
Yeah. Well, and that's something I'm really trying to work on myself and have been trying to for so long, is how to be proactive.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of reacting to everything that's going on around me, take control as much of the things that I can control, which is my effort and how I react to something, just like you said. But yeah. I'm trying to do better with that and not let things derail me as much, because
Mm-hmm.
they do. I allow that. But
yeah.
If we're growing through life, we're putting our best effort forward to try to,
I get it, don't worry.
I know you do. I don't know if I'm making any sense to them, but oh well. That's okay. We're having fun.
Yeah.
We get each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hopefully you can pick up on what we're putting down.
Yeah. I love that. You're so cool.
Okay. By what we're selling, if you will.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so what are some of the things, if we're growing through life, if we're blooming and we're, so wanting to bloom and grow through life, what are the things that you've done, like any rituals or routines or practices that you've put into practice? No, but things that you've done in your life daily. I have some routines
Mm-hmm.
and things that I do. You've seen them again and again, and the consistency that I try to have in my life. But like, what are some things that you feel you're starting to develop? Because this is like beginning for you. You're learning to do this, and I'm helping you to try to do that. And but what are some things that you feel, and if you haven't adopted them yet, or certainly haven't like gotten all consistent with it, what are some things that you feel like, if you're not doing it yet, but there might be something that you are doing that you want to say? But if you're not, what are some things that you're thinking about going, oh, that might be a good thing to start putting into practice? Yeah. You already mentioned the not procrastinate thing.
Yeah.
But like, what are some things that you feel you can do or are doing daily that help you to bloom and grow better?
The biggest routine in like my whole life is probably listening to music at this current moment. I do it like every day without fail. Listening to music is a really good way for me to cope with sadness and stuff, just different negative emotions. I'm able to not really drown out my thoughts, but kind of just mitigate them and be able to set them aside for a little while and have time with myself instead of having time with my problems.
Nice.
Another routine is just spending time with my friends, whether it be texting them, hanging out with them, playing games with them, mainly at school or on days that I have no homework and I'm not busy. I'll get on my computer and I'll immediately get on a game with my friends. Doesn't really matter what, it just matters that I'm spending time with my friends. At school, at lunch, every single day we go to my math teacher's classroom and we just hang out there together.
Nice.
And we just spend some time together, laugh, joke, do stuff that just makes me happy. So
I love it when I get to connect with my friends too. You know how much I love that. And so I totally get that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have the listening to music thing. You know, I know what that feels like too. Sometimes that is definitely that's a go-to for me also. I have found as I get a little older that I've even unplugged though, and I go for walks and stuff, but I definitely have that time when I love to just put it. Well, you've seen me, he's caught me. I've been out in the kitchen or the living room and a favorite song is on and I'm like tearing it up, like dancing. But I've done the same thing to him. I'll knock and he can't hear me. So I open the door and he's almost slamming into it because he's kind of like dancing in his room or whatever and kind of in his own space. So we've kind of done that to each other. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Well, I'm glad that you have that. I mean, it's certainly nice to be able to let go. I mean, this world we know is just full of a lot of stuff coming at us. And it's just nice to be able to shed that for just a little bit and regroup and come back to yourself.
Like, that reminds me about another thing, going on walks. It's not daily. It's not something I do daily, but whenever I need to be alone or whenever I need just some mental space for a little bit, I'll go out on a walk for like an hour or something, and I'll just find somewhere that's relaxing, doesn't have very many cars or loud noises, and I'll just walk to clear my head. And it works really well. It's a healthier alternative to listening to music. It's really nice to get out. Although I'm not going to go out today because it's like a bajillion degrees. Walking is a really good thing I do too. It's not daily, but it still happens.
I agree. Walking. And I like it when we go for family walks too. We do hikes sometimes, though he's not a happy camper. I'm sorry.
Very literally.
Yeah. I'm a happy camper, and but not literally. Like, I haven't done a lot of camping. But this one has done camping, like with church groups and stuff, and he's like, nope, not my thing.
No.
So we're going to have to find, I think the camping that we would be happy with is, a nice cabin.
Yes.
And
I need running water.
Yeah, both he and I are kind of, we kind of want the cabin to go back to, like, get out.
Yes.
Hike, enjoy nature.
And then have somewhere to stay.
Yeah, a bed, a shower.
Instead of a crappy tent that a bear could tear down in 1 second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of that either. So.
Yeah, I don't want to see a deer sticking its head through my window.
So, yeah, anyway, I don't know how we got off on that, but it was my fault. You're fine. I brought up the camping.
Hush up.
Okay. So, how do you feel you help others bloom and grow in life?
So, I don't know. That's tough. I don't. I'm kidding. So, I do, but it's just through things that I see as normal. So you may
everybody
think,
says that.
Yeah.
Everyone, every guest is like, well, I don't really do anything except be
try.
myself. But
I don't try, except I try to be nice. I care for people. I do things for people when I can, whenever anyone needs help. Yeah. And I guess that's seen as abnormal in this day and age,
right?
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But people appreciate it, and honestly, whenever people come to me for help or anything like that, it's nice to know that people can come to me or people are comfortable with me and know that I can help or listen or whatever they need from me. Yeah. So, yeah, it's nice to feel cared about in that way.
Yeah. And he's helpful around the house. And as I said before, he's definitely helped me bloom and grow. You can pull that face all you want.
I'm so helpful around the house because that's all I'm good for, right?
No. But it is nice when he takes out the trash when I ask him to.
Or weed whack the entire backyard.
Yes. Way to contribute to the family. Yes. All right. It is time. It is time for the quote that you shared
Drum
with me.
roll, please. It's not even that good. I don't know why we're drum rolling.
Really? Well, you brought it to me. You were like, "This is
This was
good."
like 2 years ago or something.
Was
My
it?
handwriting
No. It was
hasn't
like-
changed a bit.
Well, you know,
My handwriting
Maybe
still
you'll be a
sucks
doctor.
just as much.
maybe.
Yeah.
That was a little delayed. No,
Sorry, it took a little bit to register. Okay, so I don't know why I came up with this or whatever. I probably saw it on social media or something.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
even flowers need rainy days to grow, which is it's kind of corny, but it's also true.
I think I must have been having kind of a
So-
rough day or something, and you were like, "Okay, so she's having a rainy day,"
Mhm.
but then you found that you're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is totally pertinent, Mom,"
Yeah,
and
I
you put it on a
sometimes-
post-it, and I stuck it on my
I
wall.
send her videos that I
Mhm.
come across if they're relevant to like the current
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, so even that's what we can remember for today, and we'll put that in the show notes.
here it is, the official quote.
Even flowers need rain. Rainy days. to
Rainy
grow.
days.
Rainy days.
Don't.
This is so crazy. Anyway, I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah.
And I don't even. All right. I was gonna say I don't even have a teaser.
Did I
for
pass?
A plus. No.
Yes.
How about me? D minus. C plus.
D plus.
C.
F.
Anyway.
No, I'm kidding.
No. Anyway. So this has been the first video of the Blooming Together podcast.
Honored. Honestly, I'm honored to be. I'm relevant enough, apparently, in this woman's life.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I'm not a huge part of it or anything. Why would I be? No.
From the beginning, you have
Oh,
been.
yeah.
We won't go into that.
Yeah.
That's a different story. But he's the boy who lived. Let's
Yeah.
just put it that way. I'm very glad.
I
He's
was
a miracle.
purple.
He was a miracle. Grateful he's here.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in, listeners, and I hope you enjoyed this. It's been frightening, and I'm a little afraid to like watch it and edit and go
Oh,
through
you'll
it.
be fine. Maybe.
I might. And you may never, ever experience the Blooming Together podcast again after this.
Hey.
I might be like, that's done. We aren't
No,
doing that anymore.
Mom.
So, okay.
She'll do it again. I'll force her. Don't worry. She'll be back.
Seriously love this guy. And I'm so grateful that you were a guest on the podcast. Seriously, thank you very much.
I'm honored.
Yeah, thank you. We are glad you tuned in today. Oh, can we please, we're just, okay.
No.
I'm gonna-
Here, let me do it. We are so glad. Wait, no, that sounds sarcastic.
Yeah.
We are.
You gotta be sincere. See, it's not as easy as you think to sign up.
We are so glad
Why
that you
can I not
tuned
sign
in today.
up? No.
Does that work?
It
Okay,
worked.
no?
It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah, we can end on that.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Perfection.
Oh my gosh.
You poor soul.
Oh.
I feel bad for you.
Was that horrible? Was it recording?
All right, I'm gonna hit record.
Oh my god.
Thanks for tuning in today. You can also visit me on social media and at susiebloom.com. Until next time, keep blooming and make it a marvelous day.